Hey everyone, welcome back to TechCravers, your go-to spot for everything retro gaming and handheld tech. In today's video we're diving into a matchup between two of the most talked about clamshell handhelds on the market right now, the Anbernic RG34XXSP and the Miyoo Flip version 2. Both of these devices are clearly inspired by the legendary Game Boy Advance SP, but they're not just about nostalgia. These modern techs come loaded with features, emulation power and unique design choices that make them stand out in 2025's crowded handheld scene. So the big question is, which one gives you the better retro gaming experience and which is actually worth your money? Stick around because we're gonna check out the design, performance, firmware, controls, price and more to find out which clamshell deserves a spot in your pocket. Let's jump into it. Starting with the design, both handhelds pay homage to the GBA SP. The RG34XXSP offers a slightly smaller footprint compared to its predecessor, the RG35XXSP, making it more pocket-friendly. On the other hand, the Miyoo Flip boasts a compact design with a full metal hinge providing a sturdy and satisfying snap when opened or closed. In terms of materials, the RG34XXSP features a matte finish that resists fingerprints, while the Flip has a more plastic feel but doesn't compromise on durability. Both devices sports IPS screens, but there are differences. The RG34XXSP has a 3.4-inch display with a 720x480 resolution, offering a 3:2 aspect ratio, which is perfect for GBA games. The Miyoo Flip comes with a 3.5-inch screen at 640x480, providing a 4:3 aspect ratio suitable for a broader range of retro games. While both screens are vibrant, the RG34XXSP's higher resolution gives it a slight edge in clarity. However, because of the larger 3.5-inch screen and 4:3 aspect ratio, the Flip uses more of the top half of the clamshell, giving you more real estate overall. That's a plus, especially for systems that run in native 4:3, as they look noticeable better on the Flip. On the other hand, GBA games benefit from the RG34XXSP's native 3:2 ratio, delivering a cleaner and more authentic experience, even though they can still look decent on the Flip if you use bezels. Control-wise, the RG34XXSP includes dual analog sticks, which are a nice addition but can feel a bit cramped due to their placement. The Flip also features dual analog sticks, and while they're functional, they might not be ideal for extended play sessions. Both devices have responsive D-pads and buttons, ensuring a satisfying gaming experience. That said, the Flip overall has a slightly softer feel when it comes to button presses. The feedback is smooth and a bit more forgiving, which some users might prefer during longer play sessions. The RG34XXSP in comparison has a D-pad that's a bit larger and offers more tactile click response. It's not worse, it's just a matter of preference. But it does give the RG34XXSP a slightly sharper feel overall. Both devices feature identical shoulder button layouts with the buttons placed side by side rather than stacked, which makes sense given the clamshell design. That said, I have to point out that the shoulder buttons on the Flip feel noticeably more solid. They offer a softer, more satisfying response when pressed, adding to the overall premium feel. On the RG34XXSP, the shoulder buttons feel quite plasticky, almost fragile, as if they could snap under pressure. Now, I don't actually think they will break, but it's something worth noting in terms of build quality and feel. And speaking of build quality, let's talk about the hinges. This is an area where the Flip 2 clearly pulls ahead. Its metal hinge feels sturdy, well engineered and gives off that satisfying snap when opening and closing the device. It feels reliable, like it's built to last through years of folding and unfolding. And remember, this is the version 2. The hinge on the RG34XXSP, while functional, feels lighter and a bit looser by comparison. It doesn't feel like it's going to break, but it definitely lacks the reassuring resistance and premium snap that the Flip delivers. If hinge feels important to you, you'll notice the difference right away. Now let's talk about performance and the software overview. Under the hood, the RG34XXSP is powered by the all-winner H700 chipset, which handles 8 and 16-bit emulation effortlessly and can manage most PS1 games smoothly. The Miyoo Flip utilizes the RK3566 chip, offering robust performance across various emulators, including some N64 and Dreamcast titles. Both devices run on their stock firmware in this comparison, providing a straightforward using experience without the need for custom firmware. However, out of the box, the Flip delivers a much smoother and more intuitive stock firmware experience. It's clearly more user-friendly, especially for beginners. For example, on the RG34XXSP, you'll need to launch games from the RA Game app, not from the game rooms, to avoid stuttering or performance issues. On the Flip, the process is much more streamlined. Pressing the menu button also brings up a custom in-game overlay where you can easily save, load states, or exit all in a clean and clear interface. Meanwhile, on the Anbernic, pressing the menu button drops you straight into the raw RetroArch menu, which can feel overwhelming and confusing if you're not familiar with it. In terms of battery life, the RG34XXSP houses a 3300 mAh battery, delivering around 6 hours of gameplay. The Flip comes with a 3000 mAh battery, offering between 4 and 6 hours of gameplay depending on usage. Both are sufficient for extended gaming sessions, but the RG34XXSP has a slight advantage in longevity. Neither of these two have any super cool features, but the RG34XXSP includes dual micro SD card slots, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.2 and a mini HDMI port for video output. The Flip also offers HDMI output, Wi-Fi connectivity and supports OTG for peripherals, enhancing its versatility. Both devices provide ample features to cater to various gaming preferences. A notable difference here is that the Flip comes with two USB-C ports. The front one is dedicated to charging, while the rear is used for peripherals like controllers or keyboards. It's a smart design choice that avoids conflicts between charging and accessories. The RG34XXSP, on the other hand, uses a single USB-C port for both charging and peripheral support, which can be less convenient if you want to charge and connect external hardware at the same time. Price-wise, the RG34XXSP is available for around $70, offering great value for its features. I'd recommend buying it directly from Anbernic's official store, as they usually offer the lowest prices and frequent discounts. Right now you can snag it for $62. The Miyoo Flip is priced slightly higher, typically landing between $80 and $90, but right now you can actually find it on Amazon for just $79, including free international shipping, which is a solid deal. Both are competitively priced, making them accessible options for retro gaming enthusiasts, whether you're on a budget or just looking for the most convenient option. Of course, you'll find links to where you can buy these handhelds in the video description down below. So in conclusion, both the Anbernic RG34XXSP and the Miyoo Flip are excellent choices for retro gaming on the go. The RG34XXSP stands out with its high resolution screen and slightly better battery life, making it a greater option for GBA fans and anyone who wants solid performance in a small, affordable package. The Flip, on the other hand, impresses with its sturdy build quality, better use of screen real estate, and a much more user-friendly experience right out of the box. When it comes to pricing, the RG34XXSP usually comes in about $15 less than the Flip, depending on the discounts and where you buy it. But for that extra $15, the Flip delivers a smoother stock firmware, more intuitive menus, and fewer hurdles for casual users. So if ease of use and plug-and-play simplicity matter to you, the Flip might be the better investment. If you're on a tighter budget though, the RG34XXSP is still a fantastic handheld, compact, powerful enough, and with that classic clamshell charm. In the end, your choice comes down to what you value more, pure value and simplicity, or polish and usability. And that's it for this comparison between the Anbernic RG34XXSP and the Miyoo Flip version 2. Both devices bring a lot to the table, and while they both share that nostalgic clamshell DNA, they really do offer different experiences depending on what you're looking for. Whether it's that sharper GBA-focused screen and great value of the RG34XXSP, or the polished build and user-friendly firmware of the Flip version 2, the choice is yours. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comment which handheld you choose, or if you already own one, tell me how it's been treating you. And of course, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for more handheld deep dives, reviews, and all things retro gaming. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep on gaming.